Hello, London. We are ready for your vote.
Hello, I'm Stephen Perkins, and this is Douze Points, the Eurovision podcast from the Binge Watch team that celebrates everything wonderful about the greatest music contest in the world. I'm positively giddy this week because Eurovision week is finally upon us, and we've got even more exciting content than usual coming your way. But first, a quick reminder that you can, and perhaps should, follow us on Twitter at bingewatch_pod. Even though it's a bit of a hell site these days, because producer Liam and I are very nice people, and we're always happy to chat Eurovision, so do get in touch with us if that's something you'd like to do. This is likely going to be our final news roundup for the time being, because this time next week, Eurovision 2023 will officially be over. It's a horrible thought, isn't it? So let's take a quick look at our final set of headlines. Rehearsals are well underway at this point in Liverpool, and we've been able to see some sneaky peeks of what this year's acts have got in store for us. And as usual, the internet is rife with early judgments. It's important not to get too hung up on what's happening at this stage because they are still rehearsals after all, and everyone is still getting a feel for what works and what doesn't work in the space. But what would a Eurovision community be without a little bit of feverish speculation? I'm not going to weigh in too much, but I will say the most exciting piece of news from the rehearsals for me has been that the staging for the UK's entry this year looks awesome and really, really fun. The team have come up with something great and memorable for Mae Muller, and I think it's going to work really well. Meanwhile, in Liverpool, it turns out that the accommodation situation has taken the inevitable turn, with the news that there are actually still rooms available after all. As is often the way at Eurovision, the room rates skyrocketed when the host city was announced, but it appears that not all hostelries have been able to sell the rooms for the rates they wanted. So, if you did still fancy a trip to Liverpool for Eurovision week after all, you might still be able to grab, well, not a bargain exactly, but you can probably get a nice hotel room without having to take a mortgage after all, so that's not too bad. And finally, Ukraine's first Eurovision winner, Ruslana, will be performing in this year's grand final in a specially pre-recorded performance from Kiev. That means all three of Ukraine's Eurovision winners will be represented this year, as Jamala and Kalish Orchestra will both be performing in Liverpool on the night. One of the great things about Eurovision season finally being here is that this is the time of year when people who've participated in the contest in the past very kindly make themselves available to chat to people like me about their experiences. And I was absolutely thrilled to have the chance to talk to Tina Karol, the singer, TV presenter and philanthropist who represented Ukraine in 2006 with Show Me Your Love, finishing 7th in the grand final in Athens. Now, 17 years later, Tina is coming back to Eurovision to participate in this year's flag parade in the grand final, alongside a host of other Ukrainian Eurovision icons. And we caught up with Tina a couple of weeks ago to find out what it's like to be returning to the contest this year in Liverpool.
I remember my time in 2006. It was so far. And was the beginning of my career. I was very young and very emotional. I was afraid, but now today I grew up like artist. I became a mom of a wonderful boy who studied in UK, in a Dhabi.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, fine. And now I'm from the singer. I'm not a change. I'm just grew up like a cultural diplomat. And today we protect our freedom, protect our country on our cultural front. So I'm so excited to be again on a stage of Eurovision. I thank you, and so grateful to BBC and UK that you're not just hosting, you cover all expenses. Thank you for that. I really appreciate, and thank you so much once more.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's obviously we're really excited that we're hosting Eurovision in the UK this year, but we know that we're hosting it on behalf of Ukraine, and it's very much it's Ukraine's show, and we're doing it for you. I mean, what's been the mood with people in Ukraine about Eurovision this year, and the way the competition's shaking out?
Yeah, everybody very excited because this is such a great moment, a moment of joy when Kalush win. This is everybody doesn't matter where, on front line or in houses, everybody was excited, and this is the huge support from the world, from the Eurovision, from the fans of Eurovision. And this is a part of resistance of all of us, because I think the Eurovision this year, this is a march of freedom. All together, we are just sharing a laugh. All together now, today, we're standing shoulder by shoulder and sharing art, music, and sharing something that will lift emotions higher. give a joy and of course give a hope to Ukrainians, because they understand that they have a friends. For example, I think that UK host this Eurovision for us. Means a lot. This is like the hugest our friend, one of the hugest our friend, who not afraid fight with us on the informational front. This is our resistance, part of our resistance. And I'm on a stage, try to influence my country in to the rest of the world. So this, how we defend our country in different, and defend our freedom, for example, defend our future, democracy future for the next generations.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's what the presenters this year have been saying, that it is such a great opportunity to really take a stand and to show the unity of, not just the UK and Ukraine, but everyone taking part in Eurovision, and that we're all behind you, and that we get to kind of give you this platform, even if you can't host it in Ukraine this year.
Yeah. This was sad news, of course, but for the safety reason, this is absolutely normal. And once again, UK the best.
And so, what was it like for you getting the call to come and be part of this year's ceremony in the flag parade?
Yeah, I'm the part of flag parade. I will perform during the flag parade, and for me, this is very emotional. And UK dancers will be with me on a stage. UK team prepare all these amazing screens, designer and light designer, and I will bring with me from Ukraine. Now I'm in Kiev. I'm calling you from Kiev. Yeah, I will bring a beautiful dress from our Ukrainian designer. He's very famous. He worked with a lot of singers and groups. Yeah, musicians, with a lot of musicians. So his name is Ivan Frolov, and he will dressing the representative from UK, and I will be in his dress. So he's like part of couture. Yeah, this is Ukrainian couture, and I'm so proud about that. So we are, we are on a mission.
And of course, you'll be joined by some other Ukrainian artists. I think they've confirmed that Goe will be taking part, and Jamala, Berka Serduchko. And what would it be like to be working alongside all of them?
Everybody will sing. All these amazing artists will sing a song, the song which they represent Ukraine on Eurovision, and I will represent my song in a different version. Will be the song that I sing in 2006. Can you imagine how far that it was 2006, like 18 years ago. Come on, no way. I can't believe. Yeah. This was just one remark. Was my beginning of the career. So this is not about the question about the age. Yeah.
And so then to go back to your time at Eurovision in 2006, I mean, that was a point when Ukraine was still very new at the competition, weren't they? I think you were only about the fourth person to represent your country. So what was that like?
Oh, that was a huge press media bomb. Everybody talking about that. Everybody was, waiting something special. And it was a big pressure on me because I was a young, just start, and okay, I do my best, but same way, I'm just start my career. Yeah, I was very excited and nervous. Course, because how many views? To 160 million people watching Eurovision, yeah. And this was a crazy moment of joy. And I try myself, like I'm strong or not, like just explore myself too, not just my emotions, everything.
I was just looking back at it and thinking that, I mean, you had, I think, one of the toughest jobs on the night, because you were on straight after Lordi as well, which is probably the slot that no one wanted to be in. But then you came on and did this incredible performance that was so memorable, and the song was so catchy. What did it feel like being on stage in that moment?
It was a moment of this is a dream, because my mission was always to give the people a joy. It's a very simple dream, maybe, but this very hard always inspire the people, be part of the inspired, be always for them like a person who they want to follow that person and never step back. This is very important, never step back, because this is how you grow up with your fans. They look at you. If you not strong, they like, come on, our star is not strong, what we can do. Yeah, so I'm inspired them every day. And this is hard work to be a A-list artist during the long way, career way. Yeah, I grew up, and I'm happy that that start was very strong. I'm totally understand that all nation waiting from me something very professional, something very brave, and that give me the energy for the whole my career. Yes.
And you said that, of course, this was the start of your career. But what was it like for you after Eurovision? I mean, with all of the doors that it opened for you, I mean, did it feel like it was a really great way to get started in the music business?
Yeah, this is a great start, but after that you have to work. This is everything will come to you, and success and love and fans, and you can feel that you important, yeah, for the people, but always when you work. After that, I'm really understand, so next step, this is just move on.
And so, I mean, you've achieved so many incredible things since Eurovision. I mean, what are the moments in your career that you're most proud of?
Oh, I'm most proud of my son. You know, I have a lot of awards, and in the Wikipedia, I have something about like most awarded woman in Ukraine, like that. But I just was okay, surprised and okay. But my the biggest award and the competition competition too, yeah, because this is when your son grow up, this is a competition for you, yeah. Yes. To be, yeah, you know, a mom, this is competition every day, and I'm so proud of that. He studied in England actually, and I know that his school will watching me, and he will, like, you know, he will scared about. Yeah, like, mom, please be the best, because all school will talking about I wanna came like a hero. Let me stop.
We often hear from people who've taken part in Eurovision that it's not just kind of a 1 year thing, that it is this thing that stays with you, that the fans of Eurovision just keep embracing you year upon year upon year. Is that something that you've really felt in the course of your career?
Yes, you know, the most interesting things that this is the traditions. Yeah, always in May, everybody while watching this broadcast. So everybody like make a party at home or whatever in cafe, came together and watching that broadcast and voting, you know, when the people voting, and like sometimes they make a how you call this, when I decide maybe that will win. So I will put on a table like, yeah, I don't know how many. So the people, how you call this?
Does he have like a scorecard, like with?
Yes,
Yeah.
scorecard. Yes, of course, voting by SMS, but in company we have always like a scorecard, and we waiting for that. And this is just for fun, and this is a huge traditions that bring a joy. Show me another traditions, that music tradition that bring a joy every day, every year in the Europe. I didn't know that any music festival, doesn't matter contents, whatever, that bring a lot of joy like a Eurovision.
And so you'll be in Liverpool in a few weeks' time for the Flag Parade.
Yes,
And
yes, I hope to see you.
and you've been there a few times before, haven't you? Is it somewhere you enjoy visiting?
I was in Liverpool. I have a performance during the football match. Yeah, I sing the national anthem, and actually I was in London with a Mother's March to support Ukrainians, and that march brought a lot of thousands of people, and from Ukraine, of course, refugees and the UK citizens. I'm very thankful for that. Yes. So Liverpool, see you soon.
And have you been looking at some of the songs in this year's contest, or are you waiting to watch on the night and be surprised?
Of course, I know Ukrainian song, and I'm very the Tvorchi. They represent Ukraine, and I'm will say I'm fan of them, and I wish them good luck. And this year, I was surprised with the song from UK. Very commercial, very catchy, very beautiful music video. My congratulations. I wish really a good place, success, maybe win. Yeah.
Thank you. We're hoping so too.
Yeah. Cross the fingers.
And so, what's next for you after Eurovision? What else have you got coming up?
No, today I'm working on my music release, new song. It's called Honey, and it will be, we'll say, on live 28th of April. So all eyes, my all wishes. Yeah, this is that song that can be very, very successful. And this is a part of my resistance because this is part of my culture diplomat. That song bilingual, so 2 languages in one song, Ukrainian and English, and you can listen, you can see and understand how beautiful Ukrainian music. I'm so proud of that work. So I'm working on that, and then I have some preparation for Eurovision, and I will be in Liverpool.
What an incredible woman. So grateful that Tina gave up some of her very, very precious time to talk to us, and it was really fascinating to speak to her about her experiences both in the contest and beyond, and I can't wait to see what she's got in store for us on Saturday. Now, this is the point where I would normally encourage you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode, and it's even more important this week because we've got lots of bonus content coming your way. We will have reaction episodes coming after both the semi-finals and the final, where I will be joined by some of my wonderful colleagues from the Binge Watchverse, and a chat with the one and only Nikki French also coming later this week, so make sure you're subscribed to catch all the latest updates. We will be back with you on Wednesday to chat about everything that happened in semi-final 1. So until then, good night Europe, and good morning Australia.